Are you a 90s parent raising your babies to know the Lord and you struggle with the spirit of fear, cowardice, people pleasing, or maybe you're like me and you're a semi perfectionist? If you say yes to any of those and you're in the best place possible, the best place possible. My name is Chelsea. I am co-owner and co-founder of Osiris and Co. And we are here to help you to come out of agreement with those things. We're here to remind you that God has the final say and to encourage you to share your testimony out. Psalm 107:2 says, Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, whom he hath redeemed from the hand of the enemy. So, how has God redeemed you? But also, he says in 2 Timothy 1:7, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. And so, that worry and that doubt, don't let it have a stronghold on you. It's different if you just feel it for the moment. Maybe you're going through something and you feel a little anxious just a little bit, but how you respond matters. Don't let that thing linger and stay, because then it's going to become a stronghold and that's not going to be good. And that's not what God wants. So you got to come out of agreement with that. Okay. So, as a semi retired perfectionist lately, I have to keep in mind, like literally in the forefront of my mind, that every day is not going to look the same. And that is okay. It's absolutely okay because it's not supposed to, right? The good things that we go through and even the bad things that we go through, they work together to better us and to grow us. You literally cannot have one without the other. I am a mom of two young children, and every day does not look the same. I would love for every day, not to have to remind my children to use their inside voices or to pick up after themselves. They're also at the age where they're still learning, how to clean up after themselves and things like that. But it would be so nice, right, if every single day I could just watch them playing together, laughing and smiling and giggling, and there's no arguments or anything like that. But let's be honest, that is not how children work. That's not how the world works, and that is okay. It's okay. I used to be so much of a perfectionist that I had there's nothing wrong with having schedules. I want to say that first. But I used to have a whole schedule for how I cleaned my house, what day I was doing what, or what days I was doing what, how to organize and things like that. My oldest is very routine driven. I don't think there's anything wrong with routines. However, there's also a thing of being too routine driven, because then when your routine is changed, then there's a problem. So I had to, and that's how it was for me. So I had to make sure I was teaching my child that it's okay if the day doesn't go how you're used to. Sometimes we have surprises, sometimes things just kind of get a little funky, and that's okay. So thankfully, I'm teaching my babies now when they're young. So as they get older, by the grace of God, they won't be so routine driven that when things are not going the way that they plan or how they're used to, they won't get super emotional, or upset or angry or anything like that. They'll just learn to go with the flow. I had to learn that in adulthood, and I feel as though I learned it more so becoming a mom, but I also had to learn that while I was working. I used to be a paraprofessional, and when my lead teacher wasn't there, like I would try to do everything to the T as she did. And I learned, like, the kids were fine, my students were good. It was me. And I was internalizing these things, and just in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing a good job because it's not done exactly, you know, how she does it. We're like running late to do this, or we're rushing to do that. And they were just, it didn't bother them at all. But me, in my own head, I'm like going all over the place. So I think that's important to share, because I feel as though there got to be somebody else out there that's like me and you're semi perfectionist. I say semi retired because the Lord is definitely working on me with it. So if you're semi retired, or maybe you're not retired at all and you struggle bad, give it to the Lord. Just give it to him and ask him to help you to know that it's going to be okay. Like, you don't have to do everything like boom, 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 how you're used to, because That's not how life works at all. And it's okay, and it's gonna be okay. So if this was a blessing to you or to somebody that you think it's gonna help them, make sure you share it. Make sure you like, comment, uh, and follow us on all social media platforms. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're everywhere, y'all. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms at Osias and Co. That is OSYASANDCO. Until next time, guys. Bye.